Oh, there, golf secured. Welcome back to my Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. Drow Gish.
Or exits these rooms alive. I stand ready to reinforce.
Yep, so she can stick with us, which is nice. I'm assuming through this area, which is good. Now, I do have some more fights if I remember right. Yeah. I'm just gonna go gung-ho into them. I'm not gonna use any unique resources though. Alright, Asterion.
Over here.
The only worry wart is you. Thing to worry about. I just rolled two, I mean with advantage, but still, 220s. Okay. Asterion just soloed that fight. Alright, so that's where I would need to go in order to fight Ketheric. For the moment. Ah, Marcus? Yes, and he no longer has his bird wings. He has this shifting corpus ring, which is nice to have, just because, and a build parasite, but... Right now the question is, who else am I going to give the worm to? I guess I need to wait, I'm guessing Shadowheart, but I'm going to need 2 worms to give her what I want, so it doesn't really matter. Master down below. That's a place to bring Will, which I do in the next playthrough. Okay, can I safely go over here?
Before me.
Yes. The dog is missing, I see. Yeah, screw it. It's weak to slashing. I don't have a slashing great weapon on me.
Watch your back.
Ah, don't need it. Asterion is enough on his own. It's hilarious, like I'm stabbing it with a giant javelin, does nothing, but Asterion just shoots the door a couple times and...
No one stopped me yet.
breaks. Alright, let me double check, make sure there's nothing new to read. All right.
You. What have you done? What have you done to me?
We have the persuasion. This is actually a really easy persuasion. I'm shocked at how easy this is. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and... Guidance. Nice to have for guidance me instead. Like, 31! Holy crap.
There is no redemption, can't you see? It is too late. If Melodia could see all I've done, she'd know. She'd know her husband died long ago with Isabel. Unlike Isabel, he could not be brought back. I wish it could be so. I do. But the Moon Maiden did not intervene when my life was dismantled piece by piece.
Ale probably didn't allow that.
And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. Everything. We are copper pieces in their belts. Tokens to be traded for scraps. You have beaten me, true soul. But the gods beat me first.
Shadowheart likes this. You know what'd be interesting is if this was based on... Yeah.
Rise, you dog! Retribution has come, and her sword is my sword.
He surrendered.
Ketheric Thorn would sooner die than lay down his rank cause. Isn't that right, General?
I was a fool to hesitate. Power like mine cannot be hidden, cannot be cowed. But power like mine has a price. A price I am destined to pay. You have one last chance to bow. Once it's gone, I'll have no choice but to destroy you both. Do you hear? Bow! The prison. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Okay. Aw, man, I don't go before him. He has the Aura of Protection, Aura of Hate, which is the fallen one. Bludgeoning damage, though. Oh, he's also undead. Somehow, Isabel isn't, which is interesting. Alright, well...
What should I do? Got to press on.
Yeah, give me that XP, please. Okay.
The dance macabre.
Let's get rid of you. Oh. Oh, there's the dog.
Step quick.
Oh, can I not? Did I go too far? No, I saw it for a brief moment. No, okay, well, fine.
My faith will protect me. Got to move.
Shall we cut and run?
Can't give up.
My defense. Well, let's take care of the Warhound. Oh, I probably should have actually done that on him, just in case it did hit, but whatever. Critical miss. It says 22 AC, it's just high armor class. Shouldn't I have had another throw? Huh, I didn't get my attack. I guess the dog... Or maybe it died from... Weird. Okay, well, whatever.
Incoming.
Okay, you're gonna dash. That's... weird. It's a very weird decision. Oh my god, that worked. I can't believe that worked.
Not but another harvest.
What? That's so weird.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Still with advantage, only have a 44% chance of hitting? Jeez Louise.
You've made a grave mistake.
I can just force this to crit. Yeah! Okay. I can turn a miss into a crit. That's actually pretty solid. Crit. Again.
Enough.
That was faster than I
My
thought.
lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
as sure as she. This has only begun.
Just sitting here twiddling my thumbs.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
A weird line coming from you. Oh, did you hear is no longer under my control? Oh, man.
Still breathing.
That was just glitched out, huh?
It seems we can't kill Ketheric Thorm without following him into the bowels of this place.
I think.
And go back to camp. Oh, good. There's no point in long resting. You can. Should I? Yeah, I might as well. I guess it doesn't. No, because I just go down there and I can make my own long rest. Can I talk to people?
This isn't over yet. We need to pursue Ketheric Thorm.
We've worn Ketheric down, but the cadaver still has some life in him. Down the tentacle hole we go.
What in the nine hells is going on? I thought we had him. Nothing to do but follow him and finish the job.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
I think that happens anyway. Yeah, I can handle this, don't worry.
I don't doubt it. But I'd come with you, if you'll have me. Theory and supposition. No. Ketheric must die, if our luck... But the sooner we reach Ketheric, you have numbers enough already, I think. Oh.
Alright. So I'm still not good with the respec. Alright. Don't know if I can take... Short rest is the issue. Yeah, let's just go ahead and pop a save, and then go take a long rest. And then we're gonna switch out Shadowheart and Astarion. I keep Karlach just because she does consistently more damage. Shadowheart is doing work, just running around with Spirit Guardians. So is Astarion, but is Astarion doing more than Karlach? So he's been getting... See, with the elixir, just take the elixir out of the equation because they both do that. So she does about 20 something per throw. He's doing like 30. And she gets up to 4 attacks. He gets up to... He only gets 2. So she's more of a powerhouse, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and go to camp. And let's talk to everyone. You have anything else to say, just out of curiosity?
You wanted something? Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me...
Greetings.
Oh, you have nothing to say. That is really interesting.
Well met.
All right, let's go ahead and prepare. We'll long rest. There's no point. What am I talking about? I made a save. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll join the party.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just
You can take Shadowheart's place. You leveled? I guess I just really have not leveled you at all, have I? And then... Will and Gale.
Go ahead. Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Back in the...
Alrighty, so let me check your gear. That's fine, although... Send this to Shadowheart just because. Send that to camp just because. Keep that on you just because. Keep that on you just because. Alright. So... I don't need the Shield of Devotion. Oh, you know what? I do need to take a long rest, actually. Because I need to get back their spell slots to buff this party. Yeah, so we'll take a long rest.
No, never mind.
I go to bed? Okay. So there is some stuff I need to do. Well, needs to get some stuff from... What am I doing? There we go. Star in. We're gonna take this. And I'm gonna take this. You can keep the Titan string bow. That's fine. I want the extra. I don't think anyone else is gonna need that. No one's gonna use that or that. I think that's fine. Okay, no one's gonna use the or do I want to give this shield to Gale? This or the +1 shield? I will give this to Gale. This is a good shield. Just straight up +3 to initiative is very good. Now then. I don't have a particularly good bow. Are you proficient with this? No, but you can keep it on you. That's fine. Doesn't affect anything. It does not. Okay.
What to do? Where am I needed?
Now for other gear. We do want medium armor. Throw this on him. Because yeah, you don't have a shield. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That. You're gonna be melee. Having those is pretty good. Yeah, that one. Actually, you already have. You do not. Just the fire resist stuff is good. Or do I want to give you these? And the Yuan-Ti. Yeah. Back to Lae'Zel. Take these instead to buff your decks, which means that this armor actually isn't as good, so we'll just give it back to Shadowheart. Actually, you can take that. Put on your clothes. Send this to me. Oh, or should I give you the gloves? So we're level 9. Which is actually just enough, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. I think we'll still keep those on him. Take that just because. Put that on. You have 20 AC, even though you're dual wielding, which is really nice. Then I can give you the guidance.
Let's move. Blade at the ready.
And that can be something you can be concentrating on and just have in your back pocket. Okay. Okay. Good. Now.
The pride of the gate.
Did I already... I have nothing I can do with that. No. So let's respec well. This is probably the rest of the video, just going to be respecing and preparing. Where's Bones?
I shall be here in my cap as...
Alright, so level 1, we need to choose between Warlock and Bard. Both of those... So, Charisma saving throws... So, Charisma and Dex are the saving throws. Whereas Warlock is Charisma and... Wait, what? Charisma and Wisdom. I do think Wisdom is actually better. Because Wisdom is, like, anti-control. So we'll keep him Warlock, and I'm going to try to do stuff that keeps them more or less within line of what they're doing. So, of course, we want Eldritch Blast. I don't really need Minor Illusion because I have that too. Nothing else here is particularly useful. I guess Bone Chill if it pops up. Keep him the Fiend because it makes sense. Spells that are available at this level, it doesn't really matter, but those two are probably best. Now for everything else, just drop everything. All right, so we want a minimum of 14 dex. We want 16 charisma. And that's pretty much it. I can put the rest here. But I do think 16 dexterity, because that'll go well with the Yuan-Ti, also increases initiative, which is pretty important. And then bump up his wisdom, bump his intelligence up. I could do additional, but I think this makes more sense. So we'll take this as his first level. Then we hit second level Warlock. Spells. Arms of the Dark, that's not concentration. Eldritch Invocations, Agonizing Blast, and Devil's Sight. Let's maybe see already where I'm going with this. Then we hit Warlock level 3. Oh, that's the other reason why I want high dex, actually. So we have our spells and our Pact Boon. We want Pact of the Blade. It doesn't really matter. And it kind of sucks that you can't, like, dual wield Pact of the Blade, but it works out just fine. I might actually buff my Charisma just to make that one hit a little easier now that I think about it. Anyway, second level spells, we want Darkness. And then replace spells. Probably not going to use this. Cloud of Daggers is always acceptable. So that was level 3, and that's my last Warlock level for now. So instead we're going to add class. We're going to go Bard. Cantrip, Vicious Mockery, fine by me. Light also makes sense because you're human. Alright, as for what spells would a Bard know be useful here, that's good. Healing Word is good. Thunderwave doesn't hurt. Longstrider doesn't really matter. Sure, that's fine. But then as for you, I think the flute, I think, makes sense. Skill proficiencies. I can give him sleight of hand, actually. He could be my lockpicker now. Sounds good to me. Spells, additional spells. I guess Longstrider's, well, something that might be useful. Sleep. Alright, now we're in a Bard subclass, College of Swords. Spells. Ooh, having enhanced ability would actually be pretty good here, considering Shadowheart's not with us. I didn't even think of that. Fighting style. 2-weapon fighting. You can attack with your offhand weapon. You can add your ability modifier damage to the attack. Yes, please. Alright, level 4 Bard. Cantrip. Minor Illusion, why not? Don't need Cloud of Daggers. So I guess... no, Silence would be useful. And replace Dissonant Whispers with Old Person. As for feet, we'll go ahead and just bump up Charisma by 2. I have no real other anything else in mind. Then in this, we hit level 3 spells. Nothing in particular seems useful, but Hold Person's not bad. And then level 6, we get Counter Charm, we get extra attack, which is quite useful. Hypnotic Pattern, I guess, why not? Yeah, my friend, you also need leveling. So how many levels do I need with Gale? 9 is the minimum, actually.
Where am I needed?
Which is nice. So there we go. So that's Will. He doesn't have a helm. Yeah, sure. We'll give him this too.
Which way to the nearest library?
Thou walkest alone. Love is no domain of... Dost thou require as...
Alright, so first level. So for Will. So this is an interesting build based on a build concept I've had for a while. So Will was inherently gifted in magic. So that means that he would make a very good, like a logical sorcerer in this instance. Makes sense. Cantrips. So the nice thing about this is that they have lots of cantrips. So Dark Vision is not particularly necessary, but we're going to do all of my attacking cantrips. Not Shocking Grasp necessarily. No, Shocking Grasp is fine. Then we go into spells. What spells do I always want? Well, also that will use Charisma, and I might not have otherwise. None of these first levels are particularly useful. But I do want stuff that will be more useful than others, because Charisma is going to be his primary stat. Intelligence is not even going to be important. So Thunderwave is good. And I want stuff I'm definitely going to be using, actually. So Thunderwave is good, and then Magic Missile, I guess? Nah, probably Chromatic Orb. Then we have the subclass. It makes sense for Wild Magic, but I really hate it. It's not useful whatsoever. Draconic Bloodline is good. Gives him more health and also the base armor class. But ultimately, I don't think it's particularly useful because Mage Armor exists and I can get it very easily anyway. So we're not going to go Draconic. We're just going to do Storm just so he can bamf away in case of an emergency. I think particularly either Wild or Draconic would both make sense more so than Storm, but, you know, whatever. Now, for other things, what do we want? Let's knock you down. Dex, we always want a minimum of... We actually want really high Dex for him, now that I think about it. And it can't put the gloves on him, so I do want to get his Dex up to 16. I think that brings me to my build. So we have 16 Charisma, 16 Dex, Constitution is 14, Intelligence is 12. Now the reason why Intelligence is low is because it's not actually that important. We're going to throw 6 levels into Wizard anyway because it makes sense. I could always lower that, but I think higher Dex, higher Charisma is more important for what I have in mind for my build. I don't need either of these. Don't really need any of them, but that's fine. So confirm. So that's his first level. Now what about his other level? Well, his next level is going to be, unfortunately I can't get meta magic yet based on this build. But my first level is going to be, of course, a level in Wizard. Now, as for cantrips, we can have things that aren't as important. Something like Minor Illusion, that's not an attack base. True Strike, which isn't an attack base. Debatable. Blade Ward and Mage Hand, I think, is better. Now, as for spells, we're just going to pick spells that aren't particularly useful or I don't really have access to otherwise. Did I pick shield already? I'm gonna double check. I don't think it shows you. You've already picked the spell. What did I already pick? I did not pick shield. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and level up into Wizard. And light, I guess. Can pick True Strike up. No, we'll pick True Strike up. This potentially is useful for the future, but not now. So spells. So spells that I definitely want. Mage Armor is kind of pointless because you can cast this on other people and get it from other sources. We definitely want Find Familiar. It's always great to have. Shield is always great to have. Magic Missile is always great to have. Sleep doesn't hurt. Expeditious Retreat here doesn't hurt. And Enhanced Leap, because those are stuff that I can't get from spell scrolls. And then we prepare spells. I only have 2 because I'm limited in my current int, which is acceptable. Those 2 are fine. We'll accept. And just keep leveling up. Now we can pick our subclass. Evocation is his base one, but I think Divination makes more sense. Better for the build. It's also, he spent time with the Divine. I think Divination would, you know, it fits just as well, if not better, than Evocation for him. As for new spells, once again, things that aren't used on spell saves or anything like that. So, Color Spray here. Fog Cloud is fine. Grab a couple more spells. Misty Step and Mirror Image. Once again, things that are utility are more important for us here. Also, stuff I can't get from spell scrolls like Knock and Arcane Lock are good. As for feat, we're just going to go ability score increase, and we're going to go 2 levels in Charisma. Another level in the Wizard. We now have level 3 Wizard spells. Counter spell is always good. Haste is always good. And then we hit level 6 where we get our subclass Desperate Divination, which is extremely good. Darkness actually would be quite good for this build, and Blur. So that's as far as Gale goes in Wizard, and the Wizard is, I don't even think, really important for this build. In fact, I would actually not recommend going down Wizard for this particular build, but it makes sense because it's Gale. But anyway, Gale decided, we know Gale summoned a devil, or a devil, so we know, and it makes sense that he'd know about Warlocks. I would actually say that it would make more sense for him to have tried to touch upon forbidden knowledge and go down the Great Old One. It makes more sense. Crits aren't very important, but I think instead of getting just the HP for kills, the fear is better given with the plan for this. And then as for spells, Hellish Rebuke makes sense here. Armor of Agathis makes sense here. Both of those are good. Don't take concentration. Aren't that important. So we'll accept that. And then we hit level 9, which will hit Warlock level 2. And we'll get our evocation. So we have another spell. Protection from evil and good, because why not? Agonizing Blast. Very important. And then Devil's Sight. See the theme going on here? So Darkness is kind of... doesn't seem to necessarily work. I got hit in Darkness before, which broke Darkness, which sucked. But, and here's the key thing, I think the reason for that was because they had high ground, and Darkness isn't like a dome, unlike Silence, for example. So... that's it. Anyway, that's the bare minimum of my build. So Gale is super squishy, unfortunately. Ooh, did I see a natural 20 in there? No, I did not. Aw, that's a bummer. All right. So anyway, this build is very, very important to use certain things. So the first thing is the Spell Sparker. The Spell Sparker is important because when the wielder deals damage with the spell or cantrip, they gain 2 lightning charges. This works amazing with Eldritch Blast, because Eldritch Blast, you can target multiple things depending on your level. Right now it's 2. Once we hit level 10, we're gonna have a 3rd. So I get charges like crazy. So that does, whenever you get lightning charges, you deal 1 point of lightning damage, and eventually you will do like an actual lightning damage, and you lose charge per turn. We're gonna back so fast, it doesn't matter. Now, just because of that, I got the Sparkle on him because there's nothing else currently. But the other one we have is the Ring of Spiteful Thunder. When the wearer deals... wait, that's the wrong... it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm thinking of. So we have Thunderous Conversion. When the wearer deals thunder damage, lightning damage, or radiant damage, and lightning damage being every time we hit, it inflicts 2 turns of reverberation on the target. Also, we have... the Thunder's Acuity. When the wearer deals thunder damage, they gain Arcane Acuity. So we get Reverberation. Reverberation makes it when they have a -1 to their saving throws, and they will take thunder damage, possibly fall prone, once they hit 5, which I'm going to be doing quite a bit. And when they deal thunder damage, I also get Arcane Acuity. Arcane Acuity gives me +1 to attack rolls. And also, when the warrior deals thunder damage to a reverberating creature, it becomes dazed. So basically we have extra damage, extra control. Also, I have on the Potent Robe. The Potent Robe, cantrips deal additional damage equal to your charisma modifier. Well, guess what I'm already doing with Eldritch Blast? Already adding my fire. So every time I hit, I do a minimum of 9 damage. Maximum of 18. Which is just incredible. Does it say that? It says 5 to 14. But this should also, in fact, I can just quickly make sure it does that. Does it tell me here? No, it doesn't. Oh, that sucks. Wait, does the Necklace of Augmentation... Hold on. Because it's when it does damage. I always do lightning damage with... I always do lightning damage with my cantrip. Does it count? Let me see. So it's a Necklace of Elemental Augmentation. And then lightning charges. So it looks like it does work. Oh, wait. Alright, well, actually, you know what? I can test this. So what we'll do is quick save. And then I can shoot. So that did 16 and 14. So right there, with just a cantrip, I did, 30 damage. It's great. Why? And that gave me the lightning charge. And also gave her reverberation. She was dazed. Okay. Let me try this again. So it did lightning, made you dazed and confused, and it did thunder damage. Okay, now if I were to... So that's what this is. Or just always the range spell attack inflict 2 reverberation. Yeah, this straight up does reverberation. Which might be better. Let's actually reload the save. So obviously the first round of attack isn't going to be that good because I'm not going to be able to use it. Let's see. So let's put it on. If I were to do this, then do this. Does not. Okay, so that answers that question. Yeah, so it doesn't stack. That's kind of a bummer, but oh well, we've got reverberation. Or it did work, it didn't work, I don't know. Okay, send these to camp. Yeah, the Arcane Acuity actually is pretty important. Well, any condition inflicted on a target also does frost. Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. When 7 or turns remaining, entity must succeed a constitution saving throw or take 1d4 become frozen. Versus... Yeah, I think that's better. Alright, well... Looks good so far. Let's get everybody together, more or less. It's funny how the blood never cleaned up. What's the best way of doing this? Guess over here? Yeah, because Karlach's right here. Okay. I'll just... well, firstly, actually, Gale... don't need that right away, or that, or that. Counterspell, yes please. That's pretty important. Darkness, yes please. Misty Step. Yes, yes. Yeah, unfortunately that's all he can know. I could give him the headband. Nah, it's not worth it. Alright, then we summon Mount Avon. You can just chill out over there.
Can't give up now.
This vessel is at the
vessel only stares blank.
This soul.
Alright, so... the question now becomes...
Still alive, so that's progress.
For these stones... So do we want to give movement? I think the answer to that is just straight up yes, we want movement. It's movement or Constitution's proficiency. Let's give movement to you. Then just start casting Longstrider. Oh, you know what? See, this is why I don't need him to know this stuff, because just no point. And you technically have dark vision, right? Yeah, you have Devil's Sight. Okay.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
The vessel only stares.
So that leaves...
I'll never believe this.
You can also only... So the thing is, I can also only get one benefit. So the only other person... I guess we'll just give will movement to.
I've got a long road ahead.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
The vessel only stared.
This soul.
And you come over here.
Then through.
Yeah, I'll walk all the way over there.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Stop fumbling your movement. Aid, 5th level, gets everybody. Okay, then now that we've got that, we can do freedom of movement. I'll go ahead and do this on both of my movers. We'll go ahead and give Death Ward to Well. Actually, wait, can I...
Right. What now?
Can I do my survival on myself? Yes, I can.
Pride of the gate.
I have a lot on my mind.
So we can do
well, in it.
Death Ward on him. Then protection from poison on everybody. I think it might come up in the fight later, so it doesn't hurt to have here.
ripe with magic. Let's move.
There is nothing else, yeah, because it's just an additional protection from poison. Seems real meh. Alright, and we just bring Karlach back on board.
Hey, soldier. No room in your party.
Drink our potions. That's odd. Oh, maybe that might be redundant. Yeah, so I want this weapon to be the attack because on a crit he does additional stuff. This is -1 to crit, which is good. We're gonna go ahead and give him the Elixir of Bloodlust. We don't really have an archer in this group now that I think about it. Gale could... Nah, he doesn't have archery proficiency. Which is me and Karlach now, huh? I'll take these. And then... send these to Will. Yeah, I like it.
Where am I needed?
Alright, Will can drink that.
Lovely, thanks.
Karlach can drink that. Also...
Have a lot
and
on my
I have
mind.
that, and I'm over encumbered because of course I am. So send these to Gale because he's not carrying anything. Alright, and let me just take a quick peek at this. Note from Gortash. Alright, well, I'm cutting the video off here. I'm gonna go ahead and do some inventory organizing. And we'll pick it up next time. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless.